This is your biology teacher. I have discussed external and internal structure of leaf. Today I am going to tell you about guard cells, its structure, function, as it plays a very vital role in exchange of carbon dioxide and oxygen and also evaporation of water. Now the function of the guard cell is very important, and as matter of fact, for examination point of view, short questions are asked about the guard cells, its important function in the exchange of water. Now let's come to its structure and function. It is made up of a small pore, stoma, a minute opening in lower epidermis which is bounded by two guard cells. Guard cells are bean shaped in surface view. Guard cells have a thicker cellulose wall on one side of the cell, that is the side around the stomatal pore, which regulates opening and closing of pore. Guard cells contain chloroplast for photosynthesis to manufacture food in daylight. Now we come to the function of the guard cells. Guard cells are the only epidermal cells which make sugar. According to one theory, in sunlight, number one, potassium ions concentration increase. Number two, due to photosynthesis, sugars are formed, and both increased potassium positive ions and sugars lowers the water potential in guard cells. Now I hope you remember the water potential which I have discussed earlier. Water potential, you know that it is the amount of water in the cell. If it becomes less in the water in the cell, its potential lowers. Have lower water potential. So as a result, when the water potential in the guard cells decrease, water from other cells, neighboring cells, enters the guard cells by osmosis. Number two, they swell and become turgid. Number three, because the guard cells have thicker cellulose wall on one side, swollen guard cells become more curved and pull the stoma open. Now the inner side of the guard cells is thicker one, it will stretch less, and the outer side is going to stretch more. So therefore, uneven stretch of the guards wall of the guard cells make a hole inside the guard cells. At night, the sugar is used up and water leaves the guard cells. The stomatal pore closes. Closure of stomatal pore prevents or reduces the loss of water escaping the leaf. Now you can see the diagram drawn. I have drawn guard cells. On the left side, the guard cell, stomatal pore is open, and on the right side, it is closed. So the stomatal pore where it is open, the guard cells are turgid, and the stomatal pore where the guard cell is closed, stomatal pore is closed, guard cells are flaccid. Now in its structure you can see I have drawn cytoplasm, I have shown nucleus, cell wall, vacuole. This is the common structure of the plant cells. Now we come to fifth property, that is function of the guard cell, that is entry of carbon dioxide into the leaf. In daylight, carbon dioxide enter the leaf from atmosphere down the concentration gradient. Now here we have discussed earlier the term down the concentration gradient, that is from higher concentration towards the lower concentration. In daylight, due to photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is used up in leaf, so concentration becomes lesser. That is, diffusion gradient exists. Carbon dioxide from external environment diffuses through the stomata into the system of air spaces in the leaf. Now, I have already discussed the air spaces in the spongy mesophyll cells. Mesophyll cells are always covered with thin water film. Carbon dioxide gas dissolves in this thin water film and diffuses in solution into the cells. Now, remember the terms diffusion and osmosis. Osmosis is only used for water movement through a semi-permeable membrane, as we have discussed earlier, and diffusion is other particles other than water. And here we semi-permeable membrane is not necessary. It can be through semi-permeable membrane, but uh, diffusion is without semi-permeable also. Now we come to entry of water and mineral salts into leaf. Now the veins in the leaf ends up into lamina where there are xylem vessels bringing water and dissolved mineral salts from roots. Once out of the veins, they travel from cell to cell and reach chloroplast where photosynthesis occurs and food is prepared. In the presence of carbon dioxide, water, mineral salts, which is transported from phloem to all parts of the plants. So, this was all regarding the leaf, how it works. Next, we are going to go to different topics of the structure of the plants.